Shed your tears on me, yeah. I guess I'm giving you sleepless nights. Yeah, I'm the one you still hold tight. I never knew that you've been feeling this alone.
All right, we're gonna get started. If you're not in here, come on in here. We're gonna get the program going today. I hope everybody had a nice lunch. I'm Louie Hollmeyer. I'm with ATC. I'm personally responsible for all being here, so if it doesn't go well, I'll leave out the back door, right? So, but thank you very much for being here. A couple of things. The schedule is on the QR code. Building into IT, hashtag building into IT, lowercase, is the password. I'll change that next year. I know everybody's been having trouble with it. So, you can see your schedule there and how things go. We got 2 keynotes, 2 breakout sessions, or 2 breakouts with 4 different sessions, right? All in rooms back here. And then we have 2 awesome panels. I'm not getting a slide here. I do have some housekeeping notes. I know that's what's on the next slide. Bathrooms are back there. Here we go. Oh, it's catching up with me, isn't it? Well, welcome. All right, sorry about that. I'm gonna put down my phone. Too many things here. Good deal. Housekeeping first. This is a first for everything. This is the first I've been up in front of you guys like this. It's the first we've used this facility. It's the first time we've had this many technology providers support an event like this. First time we've all been together. So a lot of firsts. We did that last year, and we pushed it up and went bigger this year, and I'm just really, really excited about it. The fact that there is a lot of firsts, I just hope you'll roll with things. If everything's not perfect, you know, we got a whole crew here that can help. All the breakouts are down there, and the main stage is here. Great. I'm going to introduce Greg formally here soon, but we have Greg Schwem as our MC. He'll be rocking the main stage today, keep everything rolling. All presentations are recorded, so if you feel like you're going to miss one, right, just don't worry, it's going to be recorded. And I want everybody to kind of cross-pollinate, don't take that seriously, right? But get into the other rooms. If you're with somebody, split up. I want to get all the speakers their due. And regardless, it'll all be recorded so everybody can see it. Spend some time with the technology providers, right? They're not going to sell you. I've told them no sales, no sales. But talk shop with the little. Like, go to school on them. Go to school on each other. Go to school on each other out here. Because a lot of times I know when I go to conferences, it's just talking amongst the crowd. We got swag bags. If you don't already have ATC socks, go get some from Brandy in the ATC booth. Later on for our cyber spotlight, Lakota Cyber Academies, I'm on the board there, I'm really proud of it. We got an awesome curriculum there, and we're gonna have some students in here for the cyber spotlight, so I wanna make sure we welcome them. And then finally at 5 o'clock, we have a reception downstairs in the art gallery. T-shirts are down there, everybody's got a t-shirt. There's a 360 photo booth, which I hear is really cool. We got DJ Toad, right? And so we're gonna have a good time. And I just make a little joke there. I know everybody has families, you might have to go home, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't dip out and you hung here with us, right? So that'd be great. Sometimes you need to dip out. Like when we're in Las Vegas at a show, I say, you know, when in doubt, dip out, right? That's about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. So when I met with Nick earlier in the week, I was really excited about the event. I went and met with him on Monday, and I walked out, and I was so anxious, right? He was like, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? You don't even talk about us. And I'm like, you're right. I'm trying to display our showcase, but I don't talk about us. So some of you don't know us, so I'm just going to go over it real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to Greg. ATC, right? This is our showcase. That's why you're here. You know, we are independent IT consulting and professional services. 4 core areas: voice, network, cloud, security. The beauty of our model is we are provider neutral, solution agnostic, and we have a marketplace of 400 vendors, 17 of which are here today. I'm just going to go a little, you guys can read this, but those are our core buckets. That's where we go really deep. A lot of you guys are cross-trained, but don't go really deep in certain things, and that's where we love to come in and help. If we threw into things like what kind of work, and you know, I noticed, or Nick and I noticed about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even longer, that everything coming through our shop was transformation, whether it was just network transformation. So these are kind of where we're playing right now, and I hope that gives you a little scope. We used to call this the technology wheel, but it's not a wheel, so I switched it to spectrum. Does that work? Good deal. So this is another look at like kind of where we're playing and what we're doing. The beauty of our model is that we represent all these vendors. If one vendor's shoe doesn't fit, we pivot and look at the one, you know, right size, make sure right size, right price, fits your needs. There is a method to our madness, our Delta process. We have our Delta team with our core consulting group, and they're around here, right? And our Delta model is the independent, the solution agnostic, the marketplace, but, you know, underneath it all is a core process that we stick to, no shortcuts. We're going to do this. We're going to take you through it. Your Sherpa, your consultant, is going to roll with you all the way through here, no handoffs, right? And then the beauty of this holistic value proposition is we support the services that go in above and beyond the provider. Technology marketplace. First of all, Zoom. Thank you, Zoom, for being here, supporting us, being our title sponsor. How about a round of applause for Zoom? Thank you. So they're making that happen today. This afternoon, we have the Cyber Spotlight, and we have a keynote from Teresa, who's going to be here later. But thank you to AT&T for supporting our Cyber Spotlight. Yes, thank you. And then all the other vendors here, make sure you visit them. I know I've talked about that, but I want them to get some face time. Everybody learns from collaboration. Culture, just a little bit about us. If you don't know us, right, in person, we're an in-person culture. Yeah, we can work from home sometimes, we can flex our hours, but we're together. We're together because of the development of our employees and the development and the care of our clients. So that's why we're in person. No sales. We're a consulting firm. I'm the closest thing to a salesperson. I don't have a quota or anything like that, right? Consulting firm. This is David Goodwin's gig, and I've latched onto it. I caught these words coming out of his mouth: sharpen the saw, schedule investment. That's what we're all about, right? Technology is evolving, so if we got to schedule investment in ourselves, that's why you're here today, right? Make ourselves better and sharpen the saw, right? The tools of our trade. You know, we're expertise, people, processes, partnerships. Our partners are here. Dedication to clients. My whole mantra this year with the marketing communications is hashtag building back into IT, or building in IT. So it's about community, and we're looking to crush it today, and I appreciate you guys being here. Our MC is up next, Greg Schwem.
All right, thanks very much. And a big hand for Louie, okay? That's not an easy way to get started. Well, a good afternoon to everybody. How are you this afternoon? You're good? Good. Now, see, this is what separates me from most MCs and other corporate comedians at these kind of events. Most MCs would say, oh, you could do better than that. Let's try it again. I'm not going to do that. I used to do that before COVID, but COVID kind of changed our moods. Like, for example, before COVID, we were like this, right? Now, yeah, we're more like that, aren't we? Before COVID, we were like this. Now, yeah, it's more like that, isn't it? So I'll just kind of take what I can get. My name is Greg Schwem. I know that means absolutely nothing to you people. I'm very used to that. I'm used to the anonymity. In addition to doing corporate dates all over the country, I will occasionally work cruise ships. And I just got off a cruise, and the night of my show, that day I was sitting in one of the lounges going over my set list. And if you've ever been on a cruise, you know they have that big laundry list of what's going on around the ship. So I hear these people behind me talking, and I hear this one lady go like this. She goes, okay, who's the entertainment tonight? Greg Schwem. Comedian. Never heard of him. I turn around, I go, I'm sorry, what household name were you expecting to see on a cruise ship? You know, you think Jerry Seinfeld is pestering his manager? You have got to get me on Carnival. Yeah. So This is what I do for a living. I make people laugh about this crazy world that you all live in technology and so forth. I could do that for an hour up here, but it's not about me. It's about, as Louie said, just being in the moment, talking to, listening to all the breakouts, the great keynote speakers, and also visiting the technology providers. He mentioned it. I'm going to add on to great swag out there. If you haven't already gone grocery shopping like I have, go and get everything out there. I mean, I have already loaded up on the pens and the notepads and the charging stations. And there was this one provider out there, I can't remember their name because they had momentarily stepped away from their booth. They're giving away laptops. I've already snagged 2 of those. And of course, we want to know what you think of everything. You know you're going to get a survey. You're going to get a survey because we want to know in corporate America, we're always being asked, what did you think of us, right? It's like, please hold for the 2-question survey. And all of that stuff. Doesn't matter what it is. This is a true story. During the pandemic, when I thought corporate events weren't going to come back at all, I actually applied for a writing job at T-Mobile. And about an hour after I submitted my resume online, I get this email and it says, I'm sorry, but we have moved on to other candidates. And about an hour after that, I get another email that says, we'd like to know what you thought of our hiring process. I go, you want me to rate my rejection? Yeah. Thanks for dashing my dreams in such a timely manner. 5 stars. The best one I got was from Starbucks. This is true. A couple of days ago, I get an email from Starbucks that says, we would like you to tell us about your recent experience at Starbucks and how we can improve on that. I go, let me tell you about my recent experience. I walked in, I ordered coffee, you poured it, I paid for it, and I left. You want to improve on that experience? Eliminate the I paid for it part. That would get you a 10.